Hello everyone, I'm Sachi. In my hometown of Bibi, there is a man who grows kinoko called Maitake from logs by himself. The owner's name is Morimoto-san. He operates this log maitake mushroom business all by himself. Every year at the time of planting these logs, Morimoto-san provides hands-on training for students studying forestry. This video is an introduction to that practical training. The students attend the Gifu Academy of Forest Science and Culture, a vocational school where they can study various fields related to forestry and lumber. The academy has two major educational divisions, an engineering course for high school graduates and a creator course for university graduates or those with work experience. Students can learn knowledge that is immediately applicable to the forestry and timber industry, as well as expertise that will enable them to assume leadership roles. According to what I have heard, a school with such a comprehensive collection of forestry-related disciplines is rare throughout Japan. I did not even know that such a wonderful school existed in Gifu. Am I the only one who thinks that they should promote the fact that it is located in Gifu, since it's such a good school? Gifu is not so well known in Japan, and many Japanese people do not even know where it's located in Japan. But in fact, it's a wonderful place with many such unknown and fascinating attractions. In addition, Morimoto-san is one of the students who learned about forestry at the academy. After listening to Morimoto-san's explanation, the students began their hands-on training. As I was filming, I noticed that the students naturally divided up the roles of those who arranged the logs, those who took the logs out of the bags, and those who picked up the bags, and each took turns working on their own. They were carefully watching each other's progress and were doing hands-on work while cleaning up. I was impressed by how efficiently they worked in this way. And all students seemed to enjoy working in the ground. If there were not enough tools for the number of students, they would grab the soil with their bare hands. It didn't matter if their hands were covered with mud. I realized that these students really like working in nature. When I tried to hold the logs by hand during the last shoot, just one of them was incredibly heavy. So I thought that since this was hard work even for men, it would be even harder for girls. But the students, even the girls, were lifting and carrying baskets full of logs without hesitation. It was really cool to see that. Several of the students also got their heavy machinery licenses at the school. One of the students told me that handheld equipment is heavy and sometimes inevitably cannot be handled as well as men. So instead, women often get licenses for heavy machinery. Again, I'm impressed that I get it. They find something they can do rather than something they are not good at and make up for it. I was very deeply moved by this way of thinking. Moreover, they were surprisingly good communicators. Actually, before the shoot, I thought I would not be able to interact with the students because I'm shy. I assumed that the students would be so focused on the training that they wouldn't even pay attention to me. However, the students started talking to me. I was really delighted by that and became interested in them at once. I wanted to ask them many things such as why they decided to study forestry, how they plan to apply what they have learned, and why they participated in the training to cultivate log maitake mushrooms. Since they were in the middle of practical training, I couldn't talk to them in depth. Still, what I thought from the conversations I heard during the training, And from talking to some of the students' personality, was that everyone was firmly thinking about their own future in forestry. They were able to answer questions about what they wanted to do or what they were interested in after studying forestry. If I were asked the same question when I was their age, I'm sure I would not have been able to answer anything. The young people of today are completely different from those I was around back then, and they have a very clear will of their own. For lunch, we all enjoyed the rice that Morimoto-san produces. On this day, as usual, Morimoto-san's hospitality was on full blast. Tea was prepared for everyone. Homemade umeboshi were served, and we even had coffee and ice cream after the meal. He even offered us to take home any rice we had left over as onigiri. How nice is Morimoto-san? How good a person can he be? During the lunch break, Morimoto-san talked about how he became interested in log maitake mushrooms, commercialization and sales of them, as well as candidly sharing his business situation, his thoughts, and many other things. The students also listened intently to Morimoto-san's talk and actively asked him questions they had. After the lunch break, the students offered to help Morimoto-san with the fields. They wanted to give a little something back to him for his hospitality. It was amazing that they were so willing to offer to do the weeding. If it were me, weeding in such hot weather would have been nothing but hard work for me. I'm in extreme admiration for the students' enthusiasm for learning. This shoot was also a tremendously valuable experience for me. I hope that those who watch the video will be able to see how brilliant these students are. My hometown has abundance of nature's bounty, but we don't have any special local products that stand out in a special way like they do in other regions. Morimoto-san would like to make the log maitake mushrooms grown on this land a specialty of Ibi in the near future. Morimoto-san's maitake mushrooms, which grow in the bounty of Ibi's great nature, are thick and crunchy, packed with flavored and absolutely delicious. And I want more and more people to experience this. Thank you for watching this video. I'll see you next time. I upload videos every Saturday. If you enjoyed this, please consider subscribing. Thank you.